bolts. Alright. Let's just walk on over here. Look at the fire. Yank out the binoculars. And we should have... Oh. Turn off the HUD. Ourselves a... Oh. Hold on 1 second. A background for the introduction. So... hit it. Please provide any opinions. Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Souls. This part is probably going to be shorter than before because we're going to finish this area and we're not that far from the end. So, why don't we take care of a few loose ends that you may not know, but I know that they're there, by turning human. What the hell? Something going on behind me. Oh well. Alright. Now that we're human, we are vulnerable to invasions as per usual. Ow. Unless I get myself killed. Oh hey, we already got ourselves a humanity from that enemy. Sweet. Actually, we'll take our newfound shortcut down these stairs. And oh dear god, that was rather seizurific. I'll blank that out so your eyes don't get hurt. Let's just get rid of these slimes. Hopefully we'll get ourselves a few items from them, because they have a good chance of dropping large titanite. Get rid of these rats and not get poisoned while attempting. And we're going to switch shields over to the target shield, because I'll want to do some parries. And with the target shield, it'll be made easier. Actually, I'll keep the other one. The crush shield equipped. Now, if we partly go into the area with the basilisks, but not going all the way, just far enough to make a trigger in the game's code. And there we go. We have been invaded by an NPC. This is Dark Knight Kirk. He's here and he wants to kill us for our humanity. In fact, that's the job of the Black Phantoms. And to get our humanity, all he has to do is kill us. He will... The only way to get him to spawn is to be human. Have a reversed hollowing, so that this guy will show up. Now the thing is, there are 3 separate occasions that this guy will appear. And in order to complete his little quest, so that you will get his equipment, is to defeat him in said 3 areas. But the problem is, once you defeat a boss, Dark Phantoms will not spawn anymore in the area you have defeated the boss in. So, it's best to kill this guy right now while you can, so that you have one of his fights complete. And as you can see, he has pretty much the same moveset as we do when we wield a longsword. And he has a special shield that allows him to bash us with. Like that. And considering he's an NPC, he follows certain rules. That if a player, an NPC is supposed to mimic a player. One, they normally just do a slow roll, not a fat roll, but this guy in particular will perform slowly compared to what an actual player is able to do. Another thing is, whenever he's wielding with one hand, he will actually reflect back on his weapon. Meaning he'll just suddenly go, oh god, that shield is so strong, why? So. And he also has a special armor that he's wearing. Whenever he rolls, he has the ability to hurt us while rolling. Mainly because of that armor he's wearing. It's so sharp that you really don't want to be rolled against it. And as you can see, his weapons deal bleed damage as well. So that's one of the characteristics of this guy in particular. So, let us actually get rid of this guy. And as you can see, they are actually rather easy to defeat. Normally when they go two-hand, I just go all out on them. Take advantage that they're not actually wielding a shield. And he's about to kill me, oh dear. Ow. And there we go. Once a Black Phantom or Dark Spirit is defeated, or Black Phantoms, Dark Phantoms, whatever you want to call them, they leave this little blood stain. By collecting from them, you actually get a humanity from them. So now I have 2. Certain NPC, Dark Spirit NPCs, will drop items for you, instead of just a simple bloodstain. Such as one of the enemies we'll find in the future will meet her soon. Now, Dark Spirit Kirk does have a little story behind him that I'll touch in on a little later. For now, let us actually continue on within this dungeon and ignore these slimes because A, they're slow as hell. So I don't really have to worry about them. I am not looking forward to this place. Thank God it's locked. Or thank the developers it is locked. But we are going to eventually have to go through there. Unless... I'll go into that a little later.
Aye, sure. I'm good day to you. I'm Don of Xena. I'm just a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
So, this guy, he's also a merchant, and he sells specialty items. As you can see, he only sells 3 of these gold pine resins. We'll buy a bombless box, and he sells crystal weapons. And these aren't the only items he will sell for now, but once we get into the game in the future, his items that he sells will expand. So eventually he will move from this location. I'll show you where he will end up after we do a few things. He will also provide tips depending on the amount of souls you give him. We'll get into that when we see him later. Yes. Anyways, we'll just ignore this slime. I said ignore this. And up here is the boss area. And back there is an item. There doesn't seem to be anything over there. Continuing on over here is the way we're supposed to go. Oh, hey, there's another player around here. Let's see. Maybe. I don't know. We'll give it a go. See what comes up. I'll cut the recording here until something pops up. Actually, never mind. I'll stop it. What I tried to do there was to be... I wanted to be summoned to fight the boss. But this boss in particular takes a while to defeat. Since it's big, it's... Considering the size of the arena, you'd assume so. So, I'm going to summon and help. We're going to get 2 NPC summons. What's going on behind me? Oh well. We are going to get Night Solaire. And because he's the warrior of the sun, when he gets summoned, he will praise the sun. Oh, jeez. Not now. God, it feels like there are so many people here. Ugh. Alright. And this summon sign is Night Lautrec. I'm going to summon them both. 1, this boss takes quite a while. 2, I might as well show these guys one way or the other. Plus, this is the last time we will be able to summon Night Lautrec. See, so they just follow us slowly. They're not actual players. They don't attempt to show that they're players. But at least that's nice, so that you don't get fooled at the fact that, hey, these guys are actually NPCs when you are interacting with non-playable characters. Right here is a heavy crossbow and heavy bolts. They're trying to give you the idea for phantoms to wait here and shoot the boss. But we're not going to do that. Let's stop dilly-dallying and actually go into the boss. Let's go. Now, this boss is huge. And that's him. Oops. Hold on a second. Oh, that's why. So, this is the gaping dragon. He's big, he's huge, he's got a big giant mouth, a big gaping mouth, and he is owning me right now. Ow. Alright, so apparently summoning NPCs was actually a detriment. Because he is now paying attention to them, and he's not doing the moves that I want him to, so that he would... Well... Damn it. Oh god! When fighting this guy by yourself, he's actually quite a pushover, but it seems that I might need to get myself killed so that I am alone. Add the fact that the boss gets harder depending on the amount of summoned NPCs you have. So, I might as well just show one of its moves before I die. That's not the actual move I wanted him to make. Hey! Oh! Alright, that was unexpected. Oh! Yeah, I died to one of the easiest bosses, but really, I do not want to have to go through the longer route by summoning those guys. So, those were summons. I at least got to show them off. Now would you please stop flaming me? Oh well. You got to see the boss kill me. You got to see the boss use one of its grab attacks. Where it just munches the hell out of Knight Lautrec, but it can grab you, so be careful of that. Of its hand, because as you saw, he just instantly grabbed Knight Lautrec, meaning you just teleport right into his hand when you get too close to it. I mean, it has happened to me where I just idiotically stood by his hand, and then all of a sudden he just grabbed me. Oh well. Round 2. But hopefully this time with the increase of volume, you will be able to hear the sounds better. At least I hope the cutscene plays again. Here we go. Alright. At the start of the fight, he will usually slam his face down like that, and he will follow it up with a charge. Like that. This is your main opportunity to strike him. Preferably, cut his tail. And hopefully, after a while, he will actually lose his tail. So that you won't have to worry about it when standing behind him, because he will, as you've seen, he will swing it. Just stand in front of him and hope, and he will eventually start charging in after you. And we got the Dragon King Great Axe. Just wait for him to do it again. And he will proceed to spam this face slamming multiple times. He may end up following you. Well, you may end up in a situation where he just non-stop chases you. And not give you... will not... and he will refuse... As you can see, he just tried to attack us with his tail, and it did not work. Let's try to get into that. You may end up in a situation like this, and where it just does not want to slam his face to the ground, and he will just follow you. Just coax him into doing one of his attacks, giving you time to get away from him. And hopefully he will do that when you're not in range. Charge forward. He's charging forward. Also, I'm gonna touch his butt, and I still get hurt. Even though you're behind him, and really what should happen is, if you are in front of him, you should get hurt from his charge. But apparently, if you touch his ass while he was charging, he will actually still hurt you no matter what. And as you can see, it still does quite a bit of damage to me, even though I may have my shield up. So it's just a loop, mainly. A boss fight that loops of him doing one attack. Or if he does one of these. And he is flying towards me. That's not good. Oh, hi! So yeah, he's one big pushover. Unless you summon someone and they just refuse to get away from him. Give him one good slap to the hand and get away. As always, try to stay away from his front hands. Unlike what I did there. That was risky of me. Because he will grab you and attempt to eat you. Like he did with Lautrec. If he does happen to grab you, I believe repeatedly pressing L1 and R1, he just puked. How disgusting. By pressing L1 and R1, I believe you actually struggle a bit so that he will end his grab early. At least that's what I think. I may be incorrect, but I really do hope that's the case. Or else I just told you false information and you're just breaking your controller by mashing for nothing. To the side. Do a buff. That puke where he made that big puddle of vomit. I believe that's corrosive. Meaning it will do a lot of damage to your gear durability. Just remember that a broken weapon is actually useless. All I gotta do is just stab it. You. Just keep wailing on him when he's recovering like this, and eventually he will go down. Let's make this epic. Oh. Ow! Jump attack! In the ass! Woohoo! And we got ourselves the Blighttown key. I guess the dragon ate it. I don't know. Anyways, the Thing of Nightmares has been defeated. He's a big giant pushover, like I've said multiple times. Here you find the equipment that you get from the starting equipment from the knight. So, that is basically the end of the depths after you defeat the dragon, killed Dark Spirit Kirk, so that you get one of his fights down. And that's pretty much it. If you have not defeated Kirk by this point, you officially lost your chance to fight him. So make sure you do that before fighting the dragon. The Blighttown key unlocks that door. We shall go in here next time. Unless... I'll start something. Why not? Alright. So let's head back to the bonfire. I'm going to, in between parts, level up my gear. Get some upgrades so that I am prepared for the future. Use the new ember we've got. Oh god! Ouch. I fought a giant dragon and I'm being shown off by a rat. Yeah. Jug. Huh. So, next time we will go to the Blight Town. And I will see you all later. Also, like I said, in between parts, I will just do a bit of farming so that my gear is better and I'm more prepared, so that I won't be owned as often as I should be. I'll probably level up my, upgrade my armor here. Even though it's not really armor, it's still cloth, but whatever. I'll even upgrade this. If I happen to have... I have 4. Okay. So again, I shall see you all later.